in vertex form. So we're doing the last form today. So if you're still cutting, you can stop because you'll still have time to do that in a second. So you're going to write your table of contents, graph quads in vertex form. So we already had a factoring quiz, then we're going to have a graphing quiz, and then I have a few more topics to teach, and then it's test. Yeah? Yeah? Why are you complaining? You want to see IM1? Guess how many tests they've had? None. Guess when their first test is? It's tomorrow. It was like that last year too. Yeah, we tested right before parent conferences. I think this time I'm testing for you guys right before parent conferences. Like the day before. Oh no. Which could be a bad thing. Because when your parents are like, what can they turn in? Nothing. It was due yesterday. Gentlemen, you should be writing. Jonathan, did you write it down already? Vertex form? Yeah. Have we seen vertex form before? Yes. How do we get to vertex form? That's the vertex. That's not what I was asking. How do I get to vertex form? How do I go from standard to vertex? We factor to get to intercept form, but how do I go from standard form to vertex form? You need to know it for your tests. I love how people are just literally staring at me or at the board instead of flipping in their notes. I'm not asking what the form is. How do I get to it? $921. How do I get to vertex form? All right, so how do I get to vertex form? You have to complete the square to get to vertex form, right? We've talked about all three of these already. Yes? Okay, when we get to intercept form, by factoring. We get to vertex form by completing the square. We all start here to get to these two forms. Should you know that? Yeah, do you think you're going to have to complete the square? Probably. Can you what? I don't know, I'm confused. All right, vertex form is f of x equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. When you see vertex form, that means you can get the what? The vertex. Hence why it's called vertex form. What is the vertex? That's what? Yes, it is. But what is it in the function here? It's h comma k. H is always what? No. Opposite. K is always the same. You and your sock turns. No? Just me? Okay. All right, number 1, here we go. Number 1 starts with the vertex. I suggest you identify the vertex first. You don't need me to identify vertex with you. You can do that by yourself. You actually should be able to do this whole thing by yourself. So go ahead and identify the vertex. Who knows the vertex? Don't tell it to me, but who knows it out of curiosity? One of you, the two of you. Jackie, what's the vertex? What's the vertex? Angel, what's the vertex? We're going to figure it out. I'm not going to let Susanna answer, or Diane answer, or Victor answer, or Anthony answer, or even my friend here, Jamie. Yeah. But you don't get to answer either. Or you. There's some people that can't answer. Why? I know you know it. Finish the problem if you know it. But there are about 20 of you in here sitting around waiting for me to do it or for them to tell you. Desiree, what's the vertex? Which is what? Where's H and K in there? I'm not going to tell you guys. Jonathan? What is it? Almost. I'll give you the -1. What did he mess up on? H has to be what? Opposite. Oh my goodness gracious, where did I get that? Oh my gosh, look at it right there.
Whoa.
TJ, you have an exception. You weren't here in my class. Does that make sense now?
Kind of.
H, did you write down that H is always opposite and K is always the same?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, the next thing asks for the axis of symmetry. Angel, what's the axis of symmetry? You have to redeem yourself on vertex. Don't tell him. Miguel, do you know it? I know you know. Did you finish the problem? Go ahead and finish it, Marcos. It is -1. Oh my goodness, where does that come from? The vertex! Because I'm pretty sure I know that's H and K, but that's also X and Y, yeah? Fancy that. End behavior. Hopefully someone else can tell me this. Desiree, what's your end behavior? Where do you look for the end behavior? Where do you look for the end behavior? No, not the graph. The graph is located here. It's somewhere in the function. Where do I look in the function? Where do I look in the function? If this is H and this is K, which letter is going to tell me which way it's going? Alejandro, what is it? TJ?
Up.
It is up, but why? What number you?
2.
Yeah, because the 2 is your A. Very good. And it's positive, so it goes up. He should. He's only been in my class for 1 day. Letter D. Is it a minimum or a maximum? I don't know. Is it? Yeah. Why? Because it's going up. Therefore, it's the turning point at the bottom. Okay. Letter E. Y-intercept. Some of you. I pray for you. Y-intercept. How do we solve it? What do you do? No, there's no C. I told you that wasn't going to work. I kept stressing that. What does it mean to be a y-intercept? Plug in 0 for what? So go plug it in. You cannot rely on C anymore. I told you guys that. I said it worked for 1, but it wasn't going to work for all. Check with Susanna. Check with Victor. What'd you get? What do you get? Check your order of operations. Did you write it correctly? Did you write it correctly? Ready? Who has an answer? Look around, guys. Not everyone's hand's up. If their hand is not up, you need to help them right now. That's why Desiree's on that side. I need you guys to help her. I need you guys to help her. Oh, you're too young.
It always happens.
Really? Because you.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Ready? I think most of you have it now, but let's make sure. You plugged in 0, so you get f of 0 equals 2 times 0 plus 1 quantity squared minus 1. We do parentheses first, so we say 2 times 1 squared minus 1. Then do you do exponent first, or do you multiply? You do your exponent. So 1 squared is 1 times 2 is 2 minus 1 is 1. Vertex is what? 0, comma 1. Good. All right, letter F. Domain and range. Domain is always what? Good. Range. I'll do that after I graph, unless anyone can do it right now. -1 infinity. Very good. Remember that one comes from where? The vertex. Right there. All right, I'm going to graph first. Got my vertex -1, -1, which is located here. Y-intercept is 0, 1, which is here. If I'm going to mirror that, where does the point end up?
-2.
Yeah, -2, comma 1. This is going to be narrow or wide? Narrow. Make sure it's a U, not a V. Make sure there's arrows. Make sure it's pointed out. See how it's going out, not straight up. Don't forget what needs to go in the center. Axis of symmetry. Good? So then you're going to go ahead and answer letter G. Letter G asks if it's narrow or wide, and your answer is going to be what? Narrow. How do I know it's narrow? Because it's not a fraction. What's not a fraction? What letter? A. Letter H, increase and decrease. You're going to do that by yourself. Brackets, because I can touch it. I can't touch negative infinity, and I can't touch positive infinity, which is why they're parentheses. When I can touch the number, it's a bracket. Not because I don't have an x-intercept. So I'd have to guess. I'm not going to make you guess because it's not a pretty x-intercept. Do you understand? If it's graphed, I'll make you do it. Or if it's a pretty x-intercept like on the yesterday's, I can do them. But if it's not a pretty x-intercept, then I'm not going to make you guess. Because then I'll get like 100 answers. Yeah. Who has increasing? 4 of you. Victor, what did you get? Victor Ramirez. -1 to infinity. You are correct. Who has decreasing for me? What is it? Negative infinity to -1 is correct. Very good. All right, we good? Go do 2. All of it. Because you're coming from over here to -1. Your height is decreasing versus going up, down, and up. Mm-hmm. Who's done? Who's doing the last, like, three? Last part, okay. All right, are you ready? Yeah? Who's not ready? Okay. I still see people writing, but I think you're going to be writing the whole time. All right, let's do this. Vertex, what are you? -4, +1, yes?
Yes.
Okay, x is symmetry. X equals -4, good? And behavior, up or down? Very good. What's it based off of? A, which is negative what? -1. Min or max? Max, because it's going down. Y-intercept, you're plugging in what? 0 for x. So I'm going to say f of 0 equals negative times, 0 plus 4, quantity squared plus 1. We get negative times 4 squared plus 1, so we get negative 16 plus 1 is negative 15. Order pair 0, -15, yes? Can we graph it? Nope, we can't. We got that right. Who's good so far with all of it right? Good. All right, next, domain. Negative infinity to positive infinity. Range. Negative infinity to +1. Thank you. Poor Sebastian's like waiting and waiting. He's like, +1. Like, get it done. All right, -4, 1 is located right there. Oh, I can't grab my y-intercept. We'll finish this in a second. Narrow, wide. Narrow. Let's figure out increase and decrease after I graph it. All right, so I'm looking at this and I'm like, well, I only have one point and I don't want to guess. So how do I find the other point? Plug in a number. What number do you want to plug in?
2.
Okay. Stop. What's right? 0 is going to give me, guys, oh my gosh, -15. I already did that. What is right next to -4? So what should I probably plug in? -3. So we're going to get f of -3 equals negative times -3 plus 4 quantity squared plus 1. -3 plus 4? Squared? Times a negative? Plus 1? Oh my goodness gracious, so my point is -3, 0, so can I graph that? Oh, can I mirror that? X is a symmetry. And graph. Yeah? All right, increase from where?
-4 to +2.
From where? Negative infinity to? -4. Decrease from where? -4 to infinity. Where does that number come from? Either the vertex or the axis of symmetry. Every single time. All right, I'm done. Summary and questions.
We.
What's up, sir?
Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to write about it?
Yep, every single time. So yesterday too.
Oh, I have to do yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a cheat sheet for you though that'll make it easy, okay? I'll give it to you right now. Yes, please.